Hey guys, so last week we were reviewing how to write an appropriate email, a professional email. And so I want to go over some of the main points of a well-written email when you're interacting with your teachers, especially because it is important how you communicate with your teachers. So on the right side here, I have an email to Mr. Sarver. And you can see that my subject is not a good subject. It's not specific at all. It says class stuff, right? So he has no idea what I'm referring to. It could be anything. And it makes it seem unimportant when he sees it in his Gmail inbox. It starts off, hey, I'm wondering if it's cool for me to retake the quiz. I totally bombed it and want to do better. I want to take it again tomorrow. So post it again so I can do it. Thanks, Ms. Torres. The language here is very unprofessional. I'm sure you could tell that it was just very much like as if I were talking to a friend and also someone that I'm comfortable kind of just like bossing around, pretty much telling Mr. Sarver what to do. That is not a way you want to interact with your teachers or any other adult, really. It is the greeting itself is very unprofessional. It says, hey. Hey is not a greeting you want to use with a teacher, especially when you're emailing and especially when you're emailing about your classwork. It would be one thing maybe in the hallway you have a certain relationship with a teacher where you're like, hey, Mr. Sarver, but in an email you really don't want to say, hey, Mr. Sarver. You want to say hello or hi, good morning, whatever. But overall, it just has language that is very much how you would speak to a friend. It's cool. I totally bombed. And then it's very demanding, and that is very, that is not a way to communicate what you're wanting, and it's not a good way to communicate something where they're having to do something for you. So you want to approach it in a more respectful manner where they would want to do it for you because they see that you are willing to do the work and that you appreciate the fact that they would take the time to do it. So if you look at my other email over here, I rewrote the email in a better way. And so I feel like my subject line is better. Civil War quiz retake. So I'm specific about the assignment it's about and what I want to do, which is retake it. I start my greeting off with, hello, Mr. Sarver, comma, always a comma after the greeting, no matter what, always a comma. I really am not happy with the grade I earned on the Civil War quiz. I am hoping there is a way for me to improve my grade. If it is possible, I would really like to retake the quiz or do another assignment to show what I learned about the war. Thank you for your time and I appreciate the consideration. Sincerely, Ms. Torres. So you can see that my tone was much more respectful, which of the emails that I have received so far, very respectful tone. You guys are doing a good job of that. Where I want to see improvement in is the way that your email is formatted. So I have my subject line all capitalized. This is like your title. This is all capitalized. Hello, Mr. Sarver. First letter capitalized because first letter of the sentence, always a comma afterward. In a new line, your message, your body paragraph here is its own section. It's completely separate from the greeting and the closing and the signature. Okay, so it's not all one chunky paragraph like this one over here. It's all clumped together. It makes it more difficult to follow. This one's clear and clean and easy to follow. A new line for the closing, sincerely, and always a comma. And then Ms. Torres, my signature. So for those of you who have already sent an email, if there is some improvement that you can do, especially with formatting, please resend the email. And then for those of you seventh graders doing it for the first time, make sure you're paying attention to this stuff, and that way you do it correctly the first time. All right, good luck, guys.